Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome to another episode of Anime Season 5. Uh, this time we're going to be talking about my number 24 favorite anime. And this was honestly tough. This was honestly really tough to choose. It was honestly a toss up between this and Ascendance of Bookworm as to which one was going to be my number 24. But I have such a strong connection to this anime that I felt like it deserved to be number 24. And I am talking about Gargantia on the Verdurous Planet. And this anime, specifically season 1, I don't have quite the same emotional connection to the second season because season 1 ended, I feel like, on the perfect note. I feel like season 1 ended on the perfect note. There was really no need for a season 2. Um, and season 2 got it. It got a season 2. I watched it, and I thought it was pretty pointless. I didn't really care too much. I didn't really care too much for it, and it basically did something that it did a trope that I just hate in anime, where it basically introduced a new girl simply for the sake of adding in a pointless love triangle when the main character already chose who he was going to be with by the end of the first season. The main character and uh, the love interest are already together by the end of the first season. So they're adding in a pointless love triangle when we already know that the two main characters are going to stay together. They haven't stopped dating. They're still dating, and like she's just trying to put a wedge between. This new girl is just trying to put a wedge between them. So the exact same thing happened in Love Chumbuyo and Other Delusions, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So I am specifically talking about season 1 of the anime. Um, that said, I I really like this anime, and honestly, I forgot about this one. I forgot that this technically counts as an isekai, as he's going from outer space. He's going from the world that he once knew, as he is a soldier in like this space army, thing. Excuse me. Um, he's like this soldier in this space army type thing, and basically he's going from the world that he once knew to Earth, that humanity has like long since abandoned. Except not all of humanity. Some humans stayed behind, and now the planet is just virtually completely underwater. Like there is very little land left on the planet. Like the majority of the world has flooded, and it's really interesting to see isekai where an isekai where the humans started off on Earth, went to alien worlds, and are now coming back to Earth. Like that is definitely kind of interesting for an isekai. I have not seen any other isekai do something to this extent. Like I've seen reverse isekais where like a magical being gets isekai'd over to our world, but like specifically like I haven't seen something like this be attempted again, where like it's a space travel isekai where so much time has passed that humans are now going back to Earth. Um, and just kind of leaving the alien world that they've been calling home. So I have not seen another isekai do something to this extent, and so it's very unique in that respect. Um, and I do very much enjoy it. I like a lot of the characters. My personal favorite being Amy, the main love interest. She is a wonderful character, and she's very optimistic and very happy. She can show other emotions. She's not bubbly all the time, She does worry. She does worry. She does get sad. She does get angry. Um, and so she is like a very believable character. And on this world that is just full of nothing but ocean, she's just trying to make the best of her day-to-day life. She wants to stay positive, not just for the sake of people that rely on her, but also for the sake of her little brother who's sick. Okay. Anyway, so I really like that about her character. Her character has always stood out. Has always stood out to me. Um, in anime, when I think of like really, when I think of characters that I really love. Apologies, apologies. I did not get enough sleep. I did not get enough sleep. I only got like 5 hours. That's usually like 2 hours less than what I. That's 2 hours less than what I usually get. So I do apologize. Um, but yeah, I like when I think of characters in anime that I really just enjoy watching. That just put a smile on my face whenever they're on screen. Amy is one of the characters that always comes to mind. Like, it's impossible for me to not enjoy what's happening whenever she's on screen. She just exudes this positive energy that is just contagious throughout the series. And yeah, I really enjoy how they handled her character. The There is some CG, particularly with the robot that the main character ends up bringing with him, the giant space robot. But even that is handled pretty well. The CG is actually pretty good for an anime that came out. When was it again? I have it up here. 2013. It came up in 2013, and it has some actually really good CG. Like, this has better CG than Overlord, than the first 3 seasons of Overlord did. And I mean, season 3 of Overlord came out in 2018. So this came out 5 years prior to Overlord and has better CG animation. So yeah, they really good CG animation can work in a 12 episode anime. It can work, and you can still have beautiful 2D animation. You can have both. Like, this anime is absolutely proof of that. There were some scenes where I had to remind myself that the robot was a 3D model. I had to remind myself that the robot was CG and not 2D, because there are some scenes where the CG blends in so well with the 2D. The movement is happening so fluently that I honestly have to remind myself it's CG. It's done very well. I'm very impressed with how well they were able to make it work. Now that's not to say there aren't any shots that could have that there aren't any shots that could have used some more time to make look good. There are certainly some shots like that. Um, so not every anime is perfect, but still, the fact that they were able to, for the most part, make the CG look on par with the animation, um, is really good, especially in today's standards, where a lot of studios tend to think that they can just kind of do the bare minimum for CG. Um, a lot of studios tend to just kind of do the bare minimum and not really try that much, and put all their focus on the 2D animation. So I personally am not against 3D animation in anime, but it needs to be done really well. It needs to be fluent animation. Um, so yeah, but as far as the story goes, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the story. I love each of the characters. Um, I love the conclusion at the I love the conclusion at the end. It is the perfect conclusion um, for the main character's story arc and what he goes through. And uh, I just I just really like this series. I think it is a I think it is a fantastic series. And as much as I love Ascendance of a Bookworm, and I am enjoying the third season that is currently airing as of this recording, um, I just I just can't, in good conscience, put it over Gargantia. I have such a connection with that series. So yeah, Gargantia. It's my number 24 favorite anime. So join me in the next video when I talk about number 23. All right. Take care, everybody.